Hi there. Have you ever been into situations where your mobile battery is completely drained out and you don't even have any charge left in your power bank and you need to make a very important call? That situation calls for a source which could generate electricity at that instant. So in this video we're going to see how we can design a simple hand crank generator like this which can generate electricity enough to charge a mobile using a USB pin. The hand crank generator looks like this, and this shaft is there so that we can turn the shaft and generate electricity. There's a USB pin at the other side where we can connect the USB of a mobile like this. And when we turn the shaft, the mobile gets charged, and in this mobile the notification light will glow if it's charging. So let's see. So as you can see, the mobile is charging right now. The red light on the top, the notification light is glowing, and even the shaft is very easy to turn. As you can see, I can just turn it with just one finger, and it doesn't take much force to turn the shaft. Now let's see how we can make this setup. So in this project, we used a simple DC motor as a generator. So when we apply DC voltage at the input of the DC motor, the shaft turns. Similarly, in the reverse process, when you turn the shaft, there is a DC voltage generated at the two terminals of the DC motor. So we took a simple DC motor, so this is the shaft, and the two terminals of the DC motor are connected to a bridge rectifier. We connected a bridge rectifier so that for a DC motor, when we turn the shaft in the clockwise, if the first terminal is positive and the second terminal is negative, if we turn the shaft in the anti-clockwise, the polarity reverses. That is, the first terminal becomes negative and the second terminal becomes positive. So to avoid this condition, we connect a bridge rectifier so that the output positive and negative terminals do not shift. So this acts as a simple polarity protector circuit. Next we connect here a simple capacitor. So in this circuit there is a bridge rectifier here. As you can see, this is constructed using 1N4007 diodes. Or you can also use a conventional bridge rectifier module which you get. And here we connected a capacitor. This is a 470 microfarad capacitor, as you can see here. You can also connect a higher capacitance rated. And here I connected a 7805, this IC here. This IC acts as a voltage regulator, 7805. It regulates the output voltage to 5 volts only, because the mobile needs only 5 volts and any higher voltage can even damage the mobile. So we connect to 7805 and the output is directly connected to a USB pin. This is a female USB pin like this one, because we will connect a male USB from the USB cable to this one here. Instead of a USB female pin here, we can also connect a battery pack here of rechargeable batteries, nickel cadmium batteries or lead acid batteries, and we can use that battery to charge the mobile. For example, if we use 3.6 volts nickel cadmium batteries, we can use a simple Joule-TIF circuit or any voltage booster circuit to charge the mobile using a USB pin. I already mentioned about this project in my previous video. You can see that for reference. So all the components which mention the circuit are soldered on a small PCB piece, and it's fixed behind the motor like this so that it's portable. Coming to the shaft is made from aluminum channel and it is bent at the end so that we can fix the shaft to this with two holes and a simple bolt like this. On the other end, I attached a simple soft drink bottle cap so that it can be used to turn the shaft like this. So this is attached using a simple screw like this, Phillips screw. So that was my hand crank generator. The output current of this hand crank generator is about 200 to 300 milliamps. So it will take a lot of time for the mobile to completely charge. But in emergency cases, it can give at least 1 or 2 points of charging to the mobile. And I took a 300 RPM motor for this project, but you can take a lesser RPM motor if you want to generate more voltage with less number of turns. And you can take a more RPM motor like about 1000 RPM or 500 RPM motor if you want to make the rotation very easy. Like if it's a less RPM motor, you have to apply more torque or more force to turn the shaft. It's a more RPM motor, you have to apply less force, but it will generate less voltage because it needs around 1000 times you should turn the shaft in a minute to generate 12 volts. So similarly, a 300 RPM motor like this would need 300 rotations per minute to generate 12 volts voltage. So if you like my videos, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel for my future videos. Thank you.